Hi everybody! Welcome back to my channel. Oh, and just in case you're new here, welcome. My name's Tanya and I'm glad you decided to drop by. Today I'm going to be testing out some new products. Some of them are new in general and some of them are just new to me. So if you want to see how this turns out, how I like the products, and maybe even if the products are worth you trying them out, then just stay tuned. Okay, as always, I'm starting out with a fresh and moisturized face. And the first product I'm going to be trying out today is a first time for me, but it is not new in general. It is the Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base Keep Me Matte. Long lasting and oil free. The product looks like this. So let's see if this baby can stand up to the things that she claims. So it seems to look like kind of like a cream consistency. It feels very smooth. It feels and looks more like a kind of moisturizer. No scent to it, which we all know by now. I mean, that is, if you are not new to my channel, then you will know that I don't like scented products for my face, so this is always a plus. It goes on really nicely. It also seems to absorb quite fast. As always, I will be applying it to my T-zone and then just blending whatever is left on my fingers out. And because none of us are able to go to the spa at the moment or to get a facial done by a professional, I'm going to try and give myself a little facial and massage it in today. Okay, so it went on nicely. It feels like it has sunken into the skin quite okay. It's a tiny little bit tacky. It feels like, just like in general, a moisturizer feels after you have freshly applied it to the skin. Let me have a look at how pore refining this is. Not sure how pore refining I find it. I also don't feel like I am particularly mattified. I don't know if you can see, but you can I can see like on my nose, around my nose, that I still have a bit of a sheen there. We'll see how it goes. Next I will be applying foundation, and this is a pretty new foundation and it is new to me as well. It is the Makeup Obsession Quick Stick Base Conceal and Contour Foundation. I got mine in the shade L01. Now I know that this is not important at all, but the packaging is so cute. It's this like baby pink packaging with silver writing on it. I personally just find that really cute, but no, it doesn't play a role in whether the product is good or not, so just thought I'd mention that I thought it was pretty. Let me show you the shade. So L01 is the one I got. That is what the shade looks like. And here we have a swatch on my hand. So it looks like it is a nice pale shade. First I'm going to apply it just from the stick onto my face, then I'm going to blend it out with a brush and then go over everything with my trusty makeup sponge, as I always do. I don't know how much of this you need. Just going to take my drugstore Essence makeup buffing brush and blend everything in. Okay, so very first impressions, I would say the coverage doesn't seem to be too full coverage, so it doesn't, I don't think you can compare the coverage to like the coverage of the normal stick foundation from Makeup Revolution, which does not necessarily or at all make this a bad product. It is just different, and just like, I'm just mentioning it in case you also were kind of anticipating it might have the same kind of coverage. So I definitely don't think I put enough on, but then again, I also always first put on a bit and then try and build it up. So I'm just going to add a little bit here and there and blend everything in again. Well, you know, it seems to go on really well. It also blends in really easily. And my first impressions would be that it is also buildable. So you can at least put 1 or 2 layers over each other without it caking up straight away. But that's the good thing when you first go in with less product and then build it up gradually. I would really say that my tip is to build things up gradually. So don't slap on too much right from the beginning, rather build it up slowly but surely. The shade is great. The shade is absolutely great. So I'm gonna have a look in my mirror again. I'm actually quite surprised because it has a very natural skin-like finish to it. The finish is kind of powdery, so it doesn't look too dewy as such. It also doesn't look completely matte. It looks kind of natural. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the Catrice primer because I mean, it does also say keep me matte, but the pore refining claim to it, I don't have really bad pores, and I find that it has not done anything for my pores. So just in case you are thinking of trying the Catrice primer for the pore refining benefits, I'm not sure if that's really going to be a product that you're going to like. The mattifying part, I don't know, I'll have to see after I have worn it throughout the day. But the pore refining, I don't really see, at least not on my skin. Okay, gonna go over everything with my trusty makeup sponge. Just for a smoother and more even finish. And also, I just love pouncing the soft sponge on and off of my face. And voila, the base is done. It's looking okay. It's not looking terrible, but it's not giving me very much coverage, and I do have foundations that give me less coverage where I prefer the finish more, just like my NYX Bear With Me foundation, or the Maybelline Dream, oh god, I don't know what it's called, the liquid one in the squeezy tube. So I'm not 100% sold on this foundation. It is not a very expensive foundation and it's not going to break the bank, but I do want to give you my personal opinion on it and also an honest opinion. So like I said, not a terrible foundation, but probably won't be a favorite of mine. But I am glad that I got it, and also I will be using it again, maybe with a different primer, because sometimes it's just tiny little things like that that actually make a difference. I am also going to be trying a new concealer to me, not a new concealer in general, but it's new to me. It is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I got it in the shade Fair 02, and it looks like this. I will also show you the wand. So it's got a nice small doe foot applicator, and here is a swatch. A lovely creamy consistency and very nice and pale, also more on the neutralish side. So I'm very excited to try this out because we all know I suffer from bad under eye circles and I love concealer. So let's whack this on our face. Ooh, I wonder if that might be too much. Well, we're just gonna roll with it. Ooh, okay, so this seems to have pretty good coverage. I actually bought this concealer quite a while ago, but I somehow forgot that I had it and hadn't tried it yet, so that's why I'm taking you on this journey with me. Okay, I'm gonna go over everything with my sponge now. Wow. On camera, I kind of even look pretty ghostly under my eyes because it is that pale. but I am also still gonna blend it out properly. I'm going to apply a little bit on the upper sides of my nose because I seem to get quite a bit of redness there as well, just in general. And take what's left on the sponge and bring it round to the corners of my nose. Wow, that is definitely very brightening. On camera, when I look in the viewfinder, it looks a little bit too bright and too pale, but actually when I look at myself in the mirror, like in real life, it actually looks pretty good. Just gonna add a tiny little bit here and blend it down a bit. This concealer actually looks really good on my under eyes. It doesn't look very drying. It seems to dry down to a pretty much matte finish, I would say. At least this is how I'm experiencing it. This shade is definitely very brightening. And I think if I would get another shade that is not quite as light as this shade, then it would also be quite a nice concealer for like spot concealing and stuff like that. But obviously with this pale of a shade, I definitely will not be putting any more attention over whatever red marks or blemishes I have. So all in all, I like it. I like it and I look forward to using it again. The last step for my base is I'm going to powder everything down just a little bit and mainly through the T-zone. I will be using my Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Pressed Powder in the shade Ivory and just a fluffy normal drugstore powder brush. And just a tiny bit on my under eyes just to set the concealer. I really like the new Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Powder. It is so nice. It gives me such a nice matte finish without looking overly dry or powdery. So yay! Okay, so that's it for this video. I have done my base. I like the way it looks. I really like the concealer. I really like the powder. Like I said, I think I'm going to play around with the foundation a little bit more. I'm going to try it with a different primer, maybe even try it without a primer, and see how that goes. I will also be using it in another video with different products, so you can also like see my thoughts on it then. Yeah, but all in all, new makeup products. Like I said, seems like I have 2 more new favorites. I hope you found this video helpful, especially in these times where a lot of us are, if at all, buying makeup online. So I hope I can help you out a little bit with this. I am watching a ton of these videos and getting more inspiration as well. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for dropping by. If you did like the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you don't want to miss any of my videos, click the little bell icon. That way you get informed the next time I post a video. Other than that, all I can say is, have a great day and see you in my next video.